have a couple DIY panners that I wanted to show everybody about. Some of them have been all over the internet and some of them haven't. This one is very popular for time-lapse photography. It's an Ikea egg timer, probably around $6 I think. You just glue the mount onto it, and it's a 1-hour timer. So you'd set your camera on it, spin it as far as you want, and it will slowly rotate and give you a nice picture. This one also has a 1/4 hole in the bottom, so you can put it on a tripod mount. I found that one was a little bit too fast for my take on some things, and I wanted a slower timer. So I was able to find this at a garden store, Home Depot, Lowe's. I'll put the description of where I got these in the comment. This is a 120-minute egg timer, so that's actually a sprinkler timer, and it's the same thing. I have a 1/4 hole in the bottom, piece of rubber foam on the, just to give it a little cushion so it's not so rigid. Same thing, attached the mount to it. It's 120 minutes, so twice as slow as this one. So if you wanted a slower movement, say for a 90-degree arc, that's going to give you an hour, versus this one is going to give you a half an hour. And then over here on this one, this is one that I used for video panning, just with 30 feet per second video. If I wanted to pan something and say a landscape scene or something, instead of having to hold it and steadily move the pan at a certain rate, this will do it. This is the latest one I did, and what this is a music box, a little wind-up music box. And you take the 2 screws that are out of it. It's probably, I got this one for like $3 on eBay. They have a removable wind-up key that it comes with, and the key would have a little piece like this, and it was attached. You just take that off, and using a die, 1/4 die, tap some threads on it. You just need to be careful that the end, which has threads that attach to the music box, you don't, when you put it in a vise, you don't crush those too much, or you're not going to be able to get the thing back on. You could probably do it on the music box, but I just didn't want to get any shavings inside the music box. So that screws back onto there. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand. And then I took the little, one second. I took the musical note part out, which is held in by these screws, and I used an aluminum block that I made and threaded with a 1/4 thread, and this fits to the bottom of the box. I had the stock laying around. I'm sure there's other ways you could do it, but that way I could add a hole to the bottom of it and mount it on a tripod also. And so that just sits in there like this. This part snaps on. You got 2 screws. This is, fit comfortably wherever. You could even remove this stem if you wanted to, for storage, and then you got a little bitty profile to stick in your pocket along with your GoPro when you're on a hike or whatever else. It takes a second to screw this thing in here. And then take your GoPro. Here, let me put this down. With your tripod mount, screw this on there. Give it a couple winds. And there's your pan. Obviously in editing you could speed it up, slow it down, whatever you wanted to, but it's a very smooth 180 degree, whatever, how much you want it, pan. Works very well. I'm going to put a footage after this showing it, see what the camera looks like. Then if you didn't know, a lot of guys will put clamps. You can clamp that to anything, pretty much any position you want, and then you can put whatever you want to on that clamp. It's like that. Yeah. Hopefully it'll give some people some ideas on different devices to use that don't require any batteries. You just throw them in your bag. I mean, they're robust. They're not going to get torn up too much. There you go.